You need to use skills with anti-gravity right now. Now, if you use anti-gravity, you should know about the latest updated skills and agents. And if you don't use it, that's all right. I'll tell you how you can have it, how you can install it, how you can use it. I'll give you this GitHub repo down below. Gives you 16 agents and 40 skills for your anti-gravity to totally supercharge it and make it into a super AI coding vibe coding IDE. Now, my name is Altus. I have my own AI agency. I have the AI agency mentorship is totally kicking ass right now. Make sure you check that out. And a free school group with over 1,200 members that are learning AI and AI automation and vibe coding. Now, we're going to go over what skills are, and we're going to actually build out a really cool website. Super easy done with this, right? So let's get into this awesome product. It's going to be a quick, fast video, and you'll get this GitHub repo at the end. I'll show you where to get it and download it all for free. Not done by me, made by super professionals, and it's amazing. You'll see the total difference on all of this. So let's get into this really amazing video. So sit tight, quickly watch it, and let's get into it. Now, chances are that you're using anti-gravity. If you haven't, then you're missing out. It's a really cool IDE vibe coding tool from Google, but it has been slowly making a lot of traction, and things like Claude Code has still been out there. Considered one of the best, but a big thing that Claude Code has been using is skills and agents, and that now anti-gravity is finally implemented within the IDE, which is really cool. Now, don't overthink skills. Skills are just the ability to tell your AI agent exactly what to do in specific scenarios. So think of it like this way: if you tell an AI agent to go code out a website for you, everyone uses websites, so we're going to use this. If you tell it to code out a website, it needs to go into, it connects to Google, then figures out how to build out a website, then comes with the best educated guess on tools to use, then build out the code with the tools and the dependencies on it, and eventually you have a website. Now, the better the AI agent, the better guessing it does with no hallucination, the better bunch of reactive or different features and components again put together with the appropriate coding, and you get a website. Okay, so skills take that guesswork out of it, where we actually say, if you want to build a website, these are the tools you're going to use for a website. These are the things you're going to build the website out with, and this is what I want the website to look like. Now, you can build up your own skills if you're really good with it. And likewise, you can get skills for anything, and I'll show you in here. For example, we have 40 very specific skills in here where we'll scroll down. We'll go through the examples of them. They're quite listed in here, but the skills are good. 40 different skills, from development to checking up security. And then you got the agents that actually use the skills as well. Really good little repo for it. And it just makes your chances of building something really good, without problems, without hallucinations, without going backwards and forwards and go fix this, so much better. It like create a skill. It is literally a skill like this. So, and we're going to go through it, how to install it. But that's kind of the why and what skills are, and why you should use the skills rather than just then leaving it up. It just makes your agent so much better. So how to get all this? You're going to obviously open up anti-gravity. Okay, let me quickly just show you a tip and tricks, a couple of them with anti-gravity that actually no one is showing you on the internet how to do. Now, if you're on Windows, very specific to Windows, you are going to enable WSL for anti-gravity. That just means that you have the ability to have a Linux environment, which is a lot better for development rather than Windows. Now, if you're on Mac OS, don't worry about it. Mac is pretty much Linux anyway. But go install WSL on Windows. Simple, lots of tutorials out there. And once you have anti-gravity set up like this, we'll go through and I'll show you how to connect it so you have a Linux type environment. Makes all the difference. All right, so this is an old one that I use, but we're going to go over. We're going to create a new folder. This is how you set it up. All right, open a folder. I'm going to say show local, and in here we're just going to say new folder, and this is going to be skills website. All right, I'm going to build a website specifically on skills, and you know I make a lot of it has to do with roofers. Let me hit the refresh button here. Is that going right? I'm back. Where's my school website? Oh, there it is. So we're going to create an awesome roofing website. Okay. Now, to get the skills as agents installed, this is what you do. This is normal Gemini, normal anti-gravity. We're first going to enable WS element. Now, to get this going, you're going to go Control Shift T. We're going to say connect to WSL. Say open your folder. Now you need to learn a little bit of Linux trickery here if you don't know what it is. Go just figure out the basics of Linux. If you go open a new window, go into Gemini and ask it, what do I do here? And it will tell you. But a Windows drive is under Mount, under C drive, under that projects that I just said. So my project folders in here, and I call that skills website, right? And it's gonna hit OK. Now this is gonna initialize. Show you this. Let's move this down the bottom. I'm gonna say yes, trust this author. Yes, and we are gonna go and connect to our virtual Ubuntu server in here. All right, so it's connected to Ubuntu, running Linux in the background. It is super 10 times more effective and better and quicker and faster and easy to have a Linux development environment than it is for Windows and Windows PowerShell. It just works a lot better, especially when we're going to use a structure like these skills. Now, I was going to give it a second to load in here. Doesn't matter actually when it loads. We're going to go in here. We're going to go to terminal. Now, when I give you the link to all of this, you'll have all of it. It is super easy to install. One button. Like this. Click the one button. Push that in there. Now, this is going to download and install Antigravity kit for us with all those 16 AI agents, all the skills workflows. You'll see what it is really soon. It's just already put together. You can build your skills yourself. You can build your workflows yourself. You can build your agents yourself. But we have agents that now can use skills. And if I come here, hit the refresh button, you'll see .agents in here. We can do the bit of a zoom thing in here. And in here will be all my agents. And all these agents can actually go out and use all the skills in here and all the workflows to go through the skills. All right. So super well structured. These people, who is it? Vidon, I don't know if I say it right, and Dan, great job of doing this and putting it together right in hand to build it out yourself. These are all the things you need to use. Now, what usually happens is that your anti-gravity agent is there, and when it initializes at the end, it reads your file or your folder to say if this is in here. Now, sometimes you'll see if you hit /brainstorm, it's not in here. All right. So the best and easiest way, you can reinitialize the agent, but you're just going to show it and just open it again. So watch the difference here. All right. See how it's initializing your agent. It's reading all about it. So you've set up a bit of a development package where we now have a Linux environment. You have your agents, your anti-gravity agent is loading, but you got the agent instructions and agent skills in here loading for us. I give that a second. And it's good because it takes a little couple extra seconds to load. Now, you actually don't need this anymore. We can kill this terminal. We can move this over a little bit here. So we got our files. We have what the file would be, and we got our agent in here. And I want this a little bit bigger in here. Now, to show you just how good and valuable it is, I'm going to leave this on flash. I actually have, let's show. All right, I have the ultimate plan. So, not like I'm out of credits. Where are we going to hit this? Brainstorm, right? This means we can use the agent with the skills and the workflow all together when we do this / option. All right. Now, if you want to use a specific skill, you just say, I want you to use this skill to do these things, and it will go off and do it. But however, it's got a couple of preset commands, and it will be in the little link that I'll give you, and we can brainstorm, create, debug, deploy, enhance. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the brainstorm. How do you do all this? We're going to use brainstorm. Brainstorm is going to go out and figure things out, and we're going to go to the front end designer to create a beautiful looking website for us. Right, so here we go. I want a 5-page website. So we're going to have to really think about the front end, because I want to build a wow, beautiful, amazing looking website. Now the business is going to be called Auckland Roofing. I want a 5-page website. So we're going to have the main website. We're going to have the products and services. Then we're going to have the contact. We're going to have the about, and we're going to have the booking page. So 5 pages. Where I want that interactive nav bar. I want that footer section. Then in between, I want beautiful animations that we can host and have and programmed out. Color gradients. Make this website really wow crazy. A really beautiful hero section for every page. The pages need to be linked up. Testimonials, services, or use your copywriting skill to write a really good copy for this. So a real good demo page. So go out, let's brainstorm this with your skills and functions, and let's come up with the best option for us. Now, although it was the yak to it, so hit the send button. So we'll just watch this for a second, right? So you don't even have to worry about it. If you're just a vlogger, and again, we're using Gemini Flash here because it just goes super fast, and it's actually really good. With the help of this, makes it so much better. So here we go. We found an agent's. Hey, we're looking at the architecture of our folder. Oh, we found an agent's file. Cool. Within the agents, we found the front end specialist in here. Let's look what the front end specialist says to us. All right, let's use those skills from there. Let's use the architecture scan, which kind of just tells us what all this is. And we'll see in here, we're looking at the skills, the UI UX pro scripts, and it's just going through all of it. Thinking, hover status, front enders. It's looking at all the skills for us, analyzing what we have, and then it comes up with a bunch of options. It's so cool. I love it when it does stuff like this. Let me just zoom out a little bit, and we'll read all of this. Zoom this together. Let's really close this up. So this is so cool. You can go look at the skills if you want to look at the skills. You can where is our brainstorm skill? For example, brainstorm. You can go read the skill if you want to, how it works. But anyway, because what it does is going to ask us some questions, and we're going to build this out. It works so cool. So Auckland Roofing is standard comprehensive marketing, breaking the safe, completing black and white mold. Okay. So option A, the architectural blueprint. High contrast visuals, pros, cons, require very high quality project photography, might feel cold to some audiences. The elemental shield. How I like it is it categorizes it into 3 different options for us where we want to go with this with pros and cons. Dark, smooth, color pattern, charcoal. Pros, high wow. Oh, where's the other pros in here? Feels extremely premium. No. Cons, heavier visual load, needs optimization. That's alright if it's very heavy animation depth. So we'll go with that. I think the modern Kiwi heritage, extremely fast and mobile, very far. So it gives you the options. So we want a wow website. It gives you pretty much the 3 options of the different websites that it can build. It can build a good looking one. It can be a very animated one, or it can be a basic quick note one. It's pretty much what those is. So design comments, promise, so go for let's refine. So it goes through with what we want, or a hybrid of A and B. So we're going to actually go with its a recommendation. I was going to hit that Control C there. So let's refine the packages, type client, which option. Being difficult, I like how it gives you those 3 options and it says choose the hybrid. All right, you want to hit that in there. So it just discusses what we should do, then it's going to come up with an action plan. And it's absolutely excited to see what this is going to build out for us. All right, so The only thing we're gonna miss is the images, but wow, guess what? You can use Nano Banana in here. Stupid easy. Hey, the image burn power. The website doesn't look great. Service page with the architecture statement. Yeah, we will blend it. Blueprint, design, you read over it. Let's just go hit this. Right. Confirm these. Confirm this and let's build it. You have access to Gemini Nano Crows. So if we need images, you can use the create an image command and it will create a visual for us. Hit the enter button. Let it do its magic. So it might ask me yes to install some packages. But this is us. I want to leave this. Oh, there we go. That's right. That's all I wanted. Yes. Oops. What happened? All right. It's going. All right. Now it's creating images. I think I missed something here, but that's okay. Making directories. What do we have in here? Oh. Okay. Now it's going to generate them. This is great. How fine is this? Okay. I'm going to leave this and we will come back at the end. I'll get the website up and running. At the very least, even if it's not functional, the first viewable coming up website, and I'll show you what we would have had to do to get it up and running. Okay, so sometimes I just can't believe how insane this is and how it goes beyond my creativity thoughts at all. So it's going to create this website. I'm going to show it to you. It's added the images, created the images like we did at the start. And it's just done all of it, and it's built this cool function in it that I would have never thought about. So let me show you this. Let me just switch over here. Watch this effect in here. Hopefully this loads. So it's got the roofing, it's got the zoom effect. It's a bit beyond my face. And with this in here, it's got the watermark in here. It just looks high quality, right? The whole gold thing. This is insane. This is images, the cladding, what we do, the roofing, the autonomy of shit. This is crazy. I mean, this is Auckland, right? This here is Auckland. Sweetless, right? Nano Banana just created that for us. It knew to create a roofing website for Auckland and Kiwis. Oh, believe me, Kiwis like to be called Kiwis. And the biggest problem with houses and roofing in New Zealand, I don't have to tell it this, is the coast and the salt. It's just insane. Navbar is sitting there. It's the scrolling is good. I mean, how is this even possible? So, I'll show you. I want to go find the one that I did, and while we were waiting, I did one in AI Studio, right? AI Studio, Gemini. So all kind of the same thing, right? But I'll show you it's exactly the same system. So what I did, let me show you this. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited with this. All right. Contact us, right? This looks so cool, right? So cool. I'm not quite sure. Screen might be a bit dull, but we can change the colors up a little bit. But look at this. This is, I didn't ask for this. I just figured out how to do it yourself. I want a residential. I'm gonna go for the premium copper one. We are gonna go with about 3 months. Approximately area size is gonna be a good. We should probably increase this a little bit more, depending, right? I just built this part in there for it, and bam, here it is. Username, this is not hooked up. There's no backend hooked up to it, but it did those parts all by itself. I did not have to ask for it. Now, when we built Antigravity, it told us that it's going to put what we're doing in here, right? The task, Auckland Roofing website, right? So I took that. Okay. So our brainstorming created this task. So we've used an agent and a skill, answered some questions, and it created this task. And even with this task, AI Studio does not even get close. It does all right. Okay. This is okay. Right. But it doesn't do the images. It doesn't have the cool functions and the bookings to it. But it does. It's okay, right? So there's no image to it. This is like some random slow loaded image. But this looks okay with the help of the agent. But I mean, it still doesn't. It doesn't have that awesome cool. It has the CSS parts for it. But look at this versus this. A lot more premium, proper form. Okay. And it's the same idea to do. Yeah, it's kind of built this in. It's a different thing, but it's in there, right? And this doesn't even work. Not functional. But anyway, it's got Auckland Roofing, industrial guidance. It helps it out a little bit. But the fact that you can do this, have this up and running, one go, creates the images, has a resource. All I have to do now is take this, connect it to GitHub, put it on Netlify, add a domain. That's how easy it is these days to do these things. And skills have just made it super, super, super easy for them. This is amazing. I will leave the link so you can come to the free school group. The link to this video will be there with this GitHub repo. And all you need to do is do the one install command. It will install it. It will create the set of agents ready for you to use with the skills. All you have to say is / or .skills. It's all in there. You have to go use this. It's a must. You need to go do it. Now, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. Go check out the other videos. This was just a quick video of this, what I got here. It was just so cool. It's even got liquid glass in it. I mean, if you don't use these things, you're falling behind. The fact that it did this all by itself. If I would have given that one prompt to Google AI Studio, I mean, we can go testing into this as much as we can, but this makes your anti-gravity super, super cool. And the best part is, this was still Gemini 3 Flash, not even the best model. So insane, easy, awesome. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you all later.